Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Tip-off goes to Houston. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Dang and Bosch, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. Wasted no time on that one. Bosch has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And for Goran Dragic, so incredibly efficient on the offensive end over the last couple years, whether with Phoenix or Miami, he's really upped his game.
You know, Kevin, it took him a few years to kind of get comfortable in the NBA, much like the great Steve Nash, who had his struggles early in his career. Now the game is kind of slowed down for him. He's not forcing as much, and it has certainly paid off.
Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And it's Wade with the rebound.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Can't cash in from close range. And it's Houston on the break, and he gets the bucket. He's got 8. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Whiteside, a screen on Harden. And it's Dang in the corner. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Dragic with it. Beasley covering. Dang gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Rockets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Erik Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
Not turning the ball over is important for any team, obviously. But he said it takes on extra meaning when going up against a team with so many small ball hawks, who will seize any opportunity to come up with a steal and turn it into easy points on the other end of the floor. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today has certainly got their attention.
You know, you have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations getting their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
And the shot is good. Dragic has got his first basket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
Yeah, and it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Terrence Jones is checked in for Capella. Moniunas comes in for Michael Beasley. And Smith subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Dragic dishes to Richardson. Stoudemire. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And the Rockets with possession here. 9-point game. And that one's good.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The Heat have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Now here's Winslow, guarded closely, and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations They were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
Richardson, good.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Wasted no time on that one. 28 points for him.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And the shot is good.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
That one goes. Count.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now here's Dragic. The shot and game clock separated by 4. 6 to shoot. Winslow wide open. He fires. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA career.
You know, coming in at 18, you know, really inexperienced, not knowing what this league was about. And I went through so many stages. I've grown tremendously over my career.
Kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's interesting to hear Josh Smith talking about getting introspective about himself and his game at this point of his career.
You know, that's a great point there, Kevin. I mean, like he says, he really has grown tremendously as a player, as a teammate, as a man, and just as an adult person in society. And he's become a real credit to our game.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
On the floor for Miami, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Deng and Bosh, your small and power forwards. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. The Houston Rockets are built around the three-point shot. Make no mistake about it, they set a record for a single season in team-made threes. They have so many guys that can hoist it up and hit.
Yeah, and they all have the green light to do so. Last year, you talked about leading the NBA in percentage of shots from beyond the arc, and it wasn't even close.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wade kicks to Dragic. The wide open look here for Bosh. Here's Whiteside. Soft touch off the glass.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Puts it up, and it's Houston with another.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And the Heat call time here. The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Erik Spoelstra address his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Deng. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Rockets leading by 14.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff spot.
Outside Dragic. Whiteside a screen on Jones. To the middle, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Wade kicks to Whiteside. Stolen by Harden. And it's Houston on the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
And so here is Houston following the miss by Chris Bosh. And another three for Houston.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry. He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Good. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Last season, the Pistons with a shocking move, waving Josh Smith. They bought him out, Clark. You saw that coming when it happened.
Yeah, in essence, Kevin, they paid him $40 million to go home or go away. I'm not sure how you rationalize that as a player, but he landed in a better spot in Houston.
He did.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Jones. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And that one's good.
And Josh Smith, best friends since their days playing together in high school. So happy to be reunited on the Rockets.
Moniunas with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Pulls it up. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Bosh, that's good.
And guys, Josh Smith long criticized for taking way too many outside shots. I mean, while he's shown some improvement for long range, I think his inability to play below the free throw line more often, I think has really hindered his development as a player.
And so here is Houston following the basket by Chris Bosh.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
Terrence Jones. That's his first personal foul.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the night.
Wayne Wade. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And a new group in for the Heat. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. And here are the Rockets now. No good. Excellent D from Wade. Winslow, the pass to Johnson. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one. He gets it up. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Rockets ahead, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach, with this type of ball game, what needs to happen in order for you to pull out a win tonight?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
Coach, thank you so much. Guys, handling both adversity and prosperity, so crucial.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Houston was looking great right away. They showed great chemistry, going on a quick 10-3 run to open up the game. And they ended their mad dash in the first quarter with a formidable 18-point lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take